That's what I like. No pregame. Didn't have to deal with pregame, huh? Dive right into the second game. Welcome in, everyone, to the Voice of College Football. Here we are for game two, Ohio State and Georgia. Can we possibly get as good a game as we did in game number one with TCU upsetting Michigan? Here we go. Buckeyes got the ball right out of the gate. Here we go. Wow. That was quick. Usually there's like 30 to 45 minutes between games, so this is nice. Buckeyes on the move. Marvin Harrison Jr. right out of the gate with a first down. Woo! Here we go. Welcome, everybody. Good to see you. Let's get fired up for another game. We had a great game one. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Georgia fans, welcome. G-Dog forever. Go Dogs, sick 'em. Okay, here come the Bucks on the move. Going to try to run the ball. Hey, a little push there for 2 or 3. That's like a victory with Dallin Hayden in the lineup. Where was he against Michigan? Anyway. G-Dog forever. A true man admits when he's wrong. Well done. Oh. Now they're behind the sticks here at 3rd and 7. Noah, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Yes, congratulations to TCU. They played a great game. Considering we've got like one TCU fan for every 1,000 Michigan fans, it's probably even more than that. It's not necessarily good for business here at the Voice of College Football, but congrats to TCU. Okay, there's that for that drive. By the way, I thought there was going to be some time between games to make my analysis and prediction, but we've made the analysis for a full month. Georgia 42-31 in this one. Well, here comes that much maligned Ohio State defense against a Georgia offense that is airtight, like really good everywhere. NFL offensive line across the board. Stetson Bennett's obviously been underrated forever. Shouldn't be anymore. 3 running backs who can all get it, especially McIntosh as a pass receiver. The wide receivers are good. Of course, Ladd McConkey's the guy, A.D. Mitchell, but the tight ends are just, of course, the best. Here we go.
You're going to see a lot of speed, a lot of big playability. Brock Bowers.
Love to see both Georgia and Ohio State fans here. Nice. We are on the Ohio State channel, the SEC channel, the Georgia channel, as well as the main channel here. I am going to make sure everyone knows to get to the Michigan channel for Michigan post game. The Ohio State secondary not getting off to a good start. Too much time.
Mixing a little tempo, they'll do that from time to time. Surprise the defense and us. It's that type of offense. Here's that little play action. See the Packers, they're high to the backfield. That's the biggest challenge they have tonight. Is Todd Monken, the offensive coordinator, mixing physicality with play action. Usually it involves his line ends, but these first few plays, it's been Mitchell 5 on the outside.
Those big tight ends, Brock Bowers, in the back keyboard, gets to this position. Big O for Washington. Matchup nightmares for defenses all season long. Empty backfield on 2nd and 10. And he has plenty of time to gain the points. Big O Washington over the middle. He's just hard to guard. Eichenberg gets him down near the marker.
6'7", 270, and the thing that I've seen so far is how aggressive they are. 5 plays and 5 passes for Georgia.
Really quick now. And cross, chase, and he'll take a short loss there. Knocked out of bounds, pursued by Steel Chambers.
But watch this. If he hands this off, watch the Packers coming down. We saw this against Michigan. He hands it off to 6. Goodbye.
Okay.
Instead, he pulls it. Unfortunate for Georgia. Very fortunate for Ohio State.
Comes the field goal attempt. That's a big stop on 3rd down. A potential 4-point swing by Lesniak to attempt a long field goal of 47 yards. Very solid 23 of 56.
This guy's been their kicker for a long time. He kicked the game winner at the Peach Bowl in 2020. And he got it. Oh, that went in front of the post. I thought it went behind the post. Big stop for the Buckeyes. Missed field goal from 47. Yeah, I thought it went through and then behind. Wow, he took that all the way across. Ryan Day's fired up. His defense made 1 play on that series. They didn't do too much. All right. Good to see everybody here. A Spiritual Vibes got 1 million on the dogs. So does most of America. Colin Bell says, holding calls and spots seem strangely terrible. I counted twice where it favored Michigan and 12 times it favored TCU, including 6 guaranteed points and 10 probable. TCU played great still. Congrats. Yes. Not you, Stexer. Where is everybody? 100 folks on the line. Hopefully more coming on board. 153 now. Thanks for being here, everybody. And I know it's maybe difficult to track. Sometimes we have the other stream, but we wanted to keep the Michigan TCU stream separate from the Georgia Ohio State stream, and then we're going to have a separate one for the post game. Michael, good to see you, man. Jeff, I moved to Georgia from Ohio 20 years ago. A lot of Buckeyes down here. Go Buckeyes. I've thought about moving to Georgia as well. Never choose heads. Okay. Learned from Jerome Bettis. Joey Foster, welcome back. Be sure to like the video, share the stream with a friend, post it on your Facebook and Twitter accounts for Mark. Yes. So, folks, man, you would do us so much good if you just went on your social media. Even if you've got 3 followers and say, Mark, I'm on Twitter and I got 3 followers. Nobody follows me. Nobody cares. Still throw it out there. Throw it out there. Get it out there on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Rumble, Parler, whatever you're on. Get the link out there. We appreciate it. It's going to be difficult for this game to live up to the last game. That's for sure. Thank you, LFG. Smash the like. Gixer Squid says Georgia by 17. I picked the Dogs by 11. Of course, we know who I'm rooting for. Here we go. Second drive. Bam. Why is he stepping out of bounds there? Okay. I'm complaining, I know, but Marvin Harrison needs to catch like 15 balls in this game. He's got 2.
Game, 74 catches the season. Xavier Johnson, receiver, lines up in the backfield. They fake it to him and Stroud.
Bam. Yeah, that was really good movement in the pocket. That was really nice. I have questioned Ohio State's ability, interior offensive line, center, guards, left and right, not getting pushed around. Those yards are important. They're not going to run for many yards in this game, but just get a push, get 3, have them have to respect it. Let's get some more folks in the watch party. Going to drop this link out there. Oh, look at that. There's a touchdown on the board for the Buckeyes. How about that? Interesting. Buckeyes on the board. Little confidence. That's what this team needs, is some confidence. Pass protection, exceptional. Exceptional. 4 plays, 71 yards. If he gets pass protection like that, and like he has, except for one play, the sack, other than the sack, the first 2 drives, it's been protected.
We're going to need a few moments to my seatbelts unbuckle. Roger that, Captain. He's open. A light appears to be open.
Donby, Ohio State will get dog walked. Paul got it already written down. Georgia, TCU. Mun3Y. Georgia about to whoop Ohio State, the most overrated team in college football. We've got CJ preaching up the Buckeyes here, 38-28. TCU needs an apology from a lot of people. You are right, wet blanket. J.J. McCarthy was their leading rusher, and that's after Donovan Edwards had – was J.J. McCarthy really their leading rusher even after Donovan Edwards had – what was it, a 54-yard run on the first play? Think about that. After that first play, hey, I got to admit, even I was thinking, okay, calm down, Mark. It's one play. But, wow, is this going to be the game? Is this going to be Michigan running the ball down their throats? Nope. Wow, it was just, wow, crazy. Michael, good. Things are good. Been waiting on my pregame video. Well, it's hard to do pregame videos, not use Texter. We've done a million of them. Pregame videos, zillions of pregame videos. They're all over the place. We talked up these two games like nobody's business. All sorts of videos and live streams and breakdowns. Man, Ohio State will not score another touchdown in this game. Michigan man Mace Jason says Georgia wins 56-10. There. Could be. They could. Of course, Lemansky. Lemansky rooting for the Big Ten. Good to see you, Lemansky. Always good to see you. Probably joined Corey and Coach Patterson for the post game on the Voice of College Football, the Iowa post game. We are going to have our post game here. Listen to this. You talk about having this thing covered. We've got Michigan post game going on the Michigan channel right now with Des and Dre. After this watch party, I will have our national post game here on the main channel. Our guy Bobby, Buckeye Bob, will have post game Ohio State version on the Ohio State channel. Our guy Tyler will have post game on the Georgia and SEC channels. How about that? Thank you, Bo. Okay. I love that we didn't have to sit through a bunch of pregame. Oh, man, there's Kirk. I remember this well. Oh, man. Woo! Was that quick out of Zach Harrison? My goodness. Oh, man. She got shot out of a cannon. In real time, that was like that. Yes. Number 6 defensive end prospect, according to Todd McShay. Well, that's a good play design right there. Good tackle, Tommy Eichenberg. The talent on these two teams. It's ridiculous. Jim Knowles, man, this is your game, buddy. After that Michigan game. Nice catch. Nice adjustment to the ball. Dominic Blaylock. Yeah. Yep. Oh, his hand just missed the ball. That's just a great play by the wideout. Steel Chambers ran him down. Those 3 Georgia backs, they're serious, man. Dejon Edwards, I didn't know a whole lot about him coming into the season. Hey, Ben. Prediction poll. Johnny loves these prediction polls. Yeah, see, that was poor tackling there. Did not wrap up. Yep. They had him stopped up.
Rotate them, try to keep them fresh. You mentioned Brock Bowers, boy, great block that time there. The long in sleep, block, and then release on a play action pass. Bolton is in the game. If they can do it, Bennett rolls out.
Oh, Brock Bowers. Oh, this dude is a monster. Woo! Tim, thanks, man. Over under 3 blown at Pac-12 ref calls. Your bet. It's got to be an over, right? Only 3? Pac-12? Oh, man, they got to him. Must have been good coverage downfield. We got to assume that was a coverage sack more than anything. Oh, man, look at that speed. Woo! Man, he just split that baby, didn't he? Wow. Wow. Oh, yeah, that was beautifully executed. Beautifully executed. Wow. This team's good. Well-designed play and executed. That thing was a thing of beauty. Shoelace, appreciate you being here. We're going to break so we can promote a little bit. Of course, we're here at the Voice of College Football, and you cannot imagine all the ideas I have for the offseason. But before we get there, of course, we got New Year's Day. We got another great, hopefully, semifinal game. We got the national championship game, of course. But Shoelace Sooner, this guy's phenomenal. Shoelace Sooner says, let's do it again. He did it in the first game. He's doing it now. He's saying, I'm going to match $100 in Super Chats. Let's send Mark off into the new year with a bang. Shoelace Sooner, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. And for anybody who matched Shoelace Sooner in the first game, thank you so much for that contribution. We appreciate it. Joey, love where Joey's going with this. Everybody invite a friend, double the number. Bam, like that. You get a friend in here. We go from 220 to 450. There we go. We keep going from there. Thank you so much for that. Seth says, I don't think Michigan or Ohio State are top 5. Alabama, Tennessee are top 5. Not impressed with TCU either. So who are the top 5 teams in the country then, Seth? If it's not TCU, Ohio State, or Michigan, it's Georgia. It's, I guess, Alabama and Tennessee. Okay. Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia. I don't know who your other 2 are. If it's not one of those 3, yeah, you lost me on that. Maybe it's Tulane.
In the nation. Whoa. It's that fast. Actually, it's much faster.
Buying a car is so exciting. We make
What else we got here? Gixxer Squid. Think the Heisman outcome would be different now. The Heisman outcome, which is Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams not playing. Please explain, sir. Think the Heisman outcome would be different now?
The all-new Deal Ford Massillon. Just sign and drive. DealFordMassillon.com.
Max Duggan. Yeah, he's something else, huh? Well, we know that ESPN was not rooting for TCU because their television rating would be much higher with Georgia, Michigan, or Ohio State, Michigan, but that's the way it goes. Erica's here. Erica, thanks for stopping by. Thank you, Erica. We appreciate that so much. Erica's had a big day as a Hawkeyes fan, 21 zip, matching Mr. Sooner. Thanks for working hard for us, Mark. I'm here. I'm here for you. We're here together watching football. This is the day, college football playoff day. This is it. If you have any requests for content, MarkRogersTV at Gmail. Just hit me up at MarkRogersTV at Gmail. I've been making an off-season list of everything we're going to do. Coaches rankings, conference rankings, 1 through 131, team rankings, all that. Way too early top 25 for 2023. Oh, come on, Robert. We love our friends in the SEC. I've lived down in SEC country. Yes, the new Big 12 has won a playoff game. Who would have thought TCU would be the team? So they didn't need Texas or Oklahoma to win a playoff game, did they? Oh, this is Seth's top 5 in the country. Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, USC, and Washington. Okay. All right. Sure. I don't agree, but it's fine.
To be clear, we have never been accused of being flashy, sexy, or
Hey, Bo. What's going on? Here you go. Shoelace Sooner. Bo, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate that. Tide Guy's here. Sharice is here. Lisa's here. We love to hear from our, I believe it's 6% from the fairer side. Lisa, Sharice, Cheryl, Erica, thanks for being here. We love to hear from you. So we've got Cheryl, Sharice, and Lisa are Ohio State fans. Erica's an Iowa fan. Any other ladies out there? So I don't know how many people we're going to get on this stream total. We topped out around 330 on the first stream. We're at 288 right now on this stream, and probably like I don't know how many people are going to watch it, but if we get a 6% female audience, then you do the numbers, a few hundred. We'd like to hear who you root for. What other fan bases are represented here? All right, here we go. Xavier Johnson got his headgear knocked off. Bam.
Practice, it looks like a little chunkier than this gets heavier than he was for a lot of the season. Let's go back like a stomach bump here on that this week. Hasn't practiced with the first team very much. How much can they get out of him tonight? Because he can wonder. Powers got out of yard and a half. He was a big part of our offense a lot of the year when Henderson was ailing.
Yeah, Trevin Henderson was supposed to be the guy, and Ryan Williams was supposed to be the guy. And he was stretching. They're trying to get back into the swing of things. But yeah, he was supposed to be that monster too, right? Physical runner, but Henderson out. He's not the guy that was injuries. Did you tell his feet? So fiddle revolving door with next time.
We're getting a lot against Michigan. Carried it away and now had to step out. Going to yard and straight ahead for the first down.
Okay, first down. Hey, Casey. Thanks for the Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to you as well. And the Hawkeyes finish off with a bowl win. How about that? Wasn't the best throw in the world. If you have a situation like that where you've got an outlet like Ibuka was there, Stroud has got to get that ball out there. He's got to make a decision because as soon as the Georgia defense sees that there's a guy out there, they are so fast. They're going to be out there. Cade Stover with a little leap there, huh? Well, we got another 3rd and 1. Man, that is not got to feel good right there. If you don't make that leap all the way, you get flipped on your tailbone. Woo! That reminds me of one time. that reminds me of one time I got flipped on my tailbone. Buka. Nerf. Mark, how about a top list on all-time great players, defensive players, offensive players, etc. by year or whole career, whatever you decide. Yeah, we could do all sorts of lists like that. Great idea. Absolutely. You know, the top 10 Michigan quarterbacks of all time, the top 10 Georgia defensive players of all time, the top 10 SEC defensive players of all time, etc. All that kind of stuff. Yeah. And we'll take an early look at the best games for next year and the best players and the top 10 quarterbacks. And as soon as the NFL draft makes its those entries are made, I think the deadline's around January 15th. Then we know who's coming back, and we can, of course, make all those determinations.
I'm your football obsessed best man. And I think you having your big day during the big game is the worst. Are you kidding me? Physically,
Kansas State fan. Hey, Eric. Good to see you.
Well, all eyes are on you. My eyes are glued to the game.
Ohio looks slow. Really? Okay.
And
Michael, how good is the Pac-12 going to be with Michael Penix and Caleb Williams coming back? Well, the Pac-12 certainly had its best season since at least 2014. And the Pac-12 had the best group of quarterbacks in the country. The Pac-12 does not have the best teams. They are not at the very top elite level, but that top 6 is extremely strong and deep. Again, they don't have Georgia. They don't have Ohio State. But after that, they're strong. And I would have to do a deep dive into terms of who's coming back, and we'll do all that. But it all bodes well with Nix and Penix and Caleb Williams coming back. Hemi Knoll for life. I will try to withhold my response, my reaction. Hey, Clint. Lisa's taking on a little bit of wine to try to calm her down, trying to stay calm. A little pizza and chicken wings, a little wine to calm her down, take off the edge. Take it easy. We'll be fine. King Corso, are we watching this guy watch a game? Yeah, however you want to frame it, that's what we're doing here. Yes, we get a lot of requests for watch parties, which is cool. So I'm here. That's something I should do more often, Eric, actually, is watch the coaches' news conferences. I have so many ideas as one person. I can't get to all of them, unfortunately. But, yeah, watching all the coaches' news conferences. But that one, after that game, be an interesting one. Johnny Bays, Happy New Year. Can we get a final score prediction? So I picked Georgia 42-31 before the game started. My apologies I just kind of blurted that out, got it in there because did not expect these games to run into each other this quickly. There's usually a good half hour to 45 minutes between games. Big Ten is 1-4 in playoff games against the SEC. Michigan State lost to Alabama. Michigan lost to Georgia, and Ohio State lost the championship game to Alabama. I think 1-3, right? 1-3. If I'm missing one. Didn't get it. I think 1-3, Tide guy. 1-3, right? Ohio State lost to Alabama. Michigan lost to Georgia. Michigan State lost to Alabama. 1-3. Okay. Alan Hayden, nice run.
True freshman. Memphis, Tennessee, Christian Brothers High School. Came in ready to play and ready to be involved. I don't know if he thought he'd be this involved in a big game against Maryland with the entry to Trevion Henderson. He brings much more sudden quickness to that backfield.
He was saved it against Maryland. Sure, they had a yard game for the touchdown.
Yeah.
Those crucial red zone trips. the time preparing for in the last month. Looking at the play clock. And it's a design.
Oh, CJ running the ball. And inside the 10-yard line. Smith brings it in. And he got Tommy Eichenberg turned around. Tommy Eichenberg was finding himself 40 yards downfield. Buckeyes lead 21-7. Georgia with the deep shot now has a 1st and 10 just outside the 10-yard line. Inside 10 minutes left in the first half. Single set in the backfield, and that's the running play to the right and going over the goal line for the touchdown. Kendall Milton scores. Georgia gets a quick 4-play drive to score the touchdown. And they may look at this as Milton was close to the goal line, but it looks as though he kept his knee off and was able to use his hand to balance himself and get across the plane. Four plays, 75 yards. They had the deep shot to Smith. Edwards had a big run. Milton caps it off with a huge 11-yard touchdown run. The Georgia offensive line was exceptional on that drive. And we're a PAT away from 21-14. They're going to look at this one.
Give all that space to the outside. Good speed by Milton, who has power as well. He's able to get in there.
Delta's about 15 pounds lighter than Washington. Doesn't quite.
Ben, how much credit do you want Michigan to get for holding Ohio State to 23 points? I've given them a ton of credit. I think everybody else has. We also need to understand, as people will be bashing Michigan's defense, we have to understand. Will thinks I look happy. We have to understand that Michigan's defense did not give up the 51. They did have 2 pick sixes. It's a touchdown. Touchdown. 21-14 after the PAT. I'm going to look at my schedule tomorrow, and I think we're going to put together a couple live streams, specific channel live streams on these 2 games. So I think we've got a lot to talk about and determine. $21-14. Ohio State has scored 21 points on the Georgia defense. Of course, one of those was interception aided, so that has to be taken into consideration. One Scoop John urging everyone to hit the like button. Thank you for that.
It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Bo is asking who would be favorite, Ohio State or TCU? Ohio State would be a substantial favorite, not to the extent of Georgia, but still substantial favorite.
There's a taste of my childhood in every bite. Ready, Zach?
This holiday season, Ford wants to help you shine bright with a special offer. Now choose from a great selection of new Ford vehicles in stock and ready for delivery. Or place a custom order on select Ford vehicles, lock in your rate.
This game is so far from being over, folks. I see a lot of comments about, looking at Ohio State winning this game. They get a touchdown lead. We're still in the first half. My goodness. Don likes to play-by-play too. Okay, and I kind of forget it. I understand. I do a couple, and then I miss one, and so I'm not in the mode. I was just going to watch the game here, but if you guys want some play-by-play, okay, we'll do it. Oh, okay, Erica. We'll try the play-by-play. I didn't really prepare for this. I need like a two-deep roster in front of me to do it right, Hey, Ben, thank you so much for that. Best of wishes to you and your channel. Maybe I'll talk to you next season. Next season? That Ben is in like Ben George? Talk to us next season? Why do you have to talk to us next season? We're here all the time. College football never stops here. Yeah, Stroud looks great. Clint, I appreciate your comment. It's been made many times, but I don't want to be the hardest working man in college football. That's not the goal. We see all the usual faithful in here, but I love seeing a lot of new names in here. Where are you folks most of the time? We do this all the time. Not the watch parties. I got to admit, not too many watch parties out of us, but we're here all the time covering college football. Okay, I guess I'm doing a little play-by-play. Thank you so much for the super chat, Ben. Michigan Ben. Oh, yeah, of course, Michigan Ben. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for that. Buckeyes take over at their own 25, up 7, 9:16 left in the first half. Ohio State's done it through the air mostly. Georgia got it done on the ground to close out the series after a big play from Stetson Bennett to Arian Smith. Of course, this is Georgia's home away from home at the Peach Bowl in Atlanta, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, where they play the SEC championship game, and also a date against Oregon on September 3rd, where Georgia got off to a great start, winning that game over the Ducks 49-3. Buckeyes at the 25. Tight end goes from left to right with Cade Stover out of the ball game, and Ibuka gets the carry on the right side, and he'll go just about nowhere, but he spins out of a tackle and gains 3. Marvin Harrison Jr. with a huge day already. 5 catches for 106 yards and 2 touchdowns. 2nd and 8. Harrison and Ibuka split right. There's a safety over the top to help out on Harrison. Single backfield is Chip Tranum. CJ throws it to Marvin Harrison, who drops it as he was headed for a first down. Coverage there. 3rd and 7 for the Buckeyes after the drop by Harrison. Buckeyes 3rd and 7 at their own 28. Single setback, Chip Tranum. He will stay into block. Stroud is brought down by a sack. Williams with the sack on Stroud brings up a 4th down for the Buckeyes. 2nd sack by Georgia tonight. Williams came off the edge and whipped the left tackle. Jesse Mirko back for the punt. Boots it away inside the 40. Fair catch there by Kyrus Jackson at the 37. Georgia on the field trying to tie the score now. Stetson Bennett, 10 of 12 for a $157 and a touchdown tonight for the Dogs. Thank you, Ben. Appreciate that. Good field position for Georgia. 21-14, yes. Let's get the score back up here. Why does it do that? I update it, and then I got to click it back and forth to get it to change.
That's why you need versatile, durable remote equipment.
Tim is telling us that Michael Williams is the guy that the Trojans wanted so bad was committed to the past coaching staff before decommitting. So he was committed to Clay Helton, but not Lincoln Riley is what you're telling us. Let's see the numbers on Michael Williams. Michael Williams, defensive lineman, second-rated defensive lineman in the country out of Columbus, Georgia. That's a big Auburn, Georgia recruiting battleground. Georgia's the second-rated player in the state, the fourth-rated player. Yes, he was an enormous recruit, blue chipper, top 5 player nationally, regardless of position in the 22 class. Yeah, I don't really remember him. I'm sure I talked about him at the time. I would have had to. Yes, can you imagine, Larry, a non-SEC national championship game? That hasn't happened, right? No. 2014, the first one, was the only one. But we're a long way from that happening. Could this be Jim Harbaugh's last game in Michigan? I don't think so, but we know what his off seasons have looked like.
Virtual road game for Ohio State. The Buckeyes certainly have been ready and been quieting the crowd with an offensive display in the first half, but Georgia now has momentum in the football for 38.
Back to our Ohio State, Georgia watch party here at the Voice of College Football. The Bulldogs have the ball first and 10 at their own 37. Man in motion's Brock Bowers, but they give it to the back right up the middle, and boy, he is just about gone. That's Kendall Milton, but he trips at the 10-yard line and comes down right there. He had a walk-in touchdown. That was Kenny McIntosh, actually. And so Georgia's into the red zone, and that looked like a play right out of the Michigan game as the blocks up front were exceptional, and Ronnie Hickman whiffed on the tackle at about the 25-yard line, and as McIntosh was jotting into the end zone, he just gets the turf monster to just jump up and grab him. And so the Buckeyes catch a bit of a break as they were just completely burned on that play, and it was beautifully executed by the Georgia offense. Pitch left, and Dejon Edwards smashes down inside the 5-yard line to the Ohio State 3. Second and goal. McIntosh back in the lineup. Edwards leaves. Bulldogs looking to tie the game here. They have broken open some mammoth runs on the last few drives. Stetson Bennett by himself in the shotgun, trips right, McIntosh in motion, and Bennett will run it left, and he's on into the end zone without being touched. Georgia touchdown. The kick is good. We are all tied up once again at 21. Buckeyes led at 7-0. The Bulldogs came back to tie it at 7. The Buckeyes scored 2 consecutive touchdowns, one aided by a Stetson Bennett interception by Steele Chambers. Georgia was down 21-7, but got 2 stops on D and a couple enormous long runs by Deshaun Edwards and now Kenny McIntosh. And Stetson Bennett takes it in on the sweep left to tie the game. Easy money, that's what's been asked for. What can I say? Don't really want to do it, but this is what we've got here. We'll bypass the kickoff by Xavier Johnson out to the 27-yard line, though. Marquee tight ends out of the game on both sides. Darnell Washington has gone to the locker room for Georgia, and Kate Stover for Ohio State. Dallin Hayden, the single setback next to C.J. Stroud to his left. Buckeyes operate from their own 26. Stroud fakes, goes down the middle, and he's got a man at the 36, right at the first down marker. It's Joe Royer, top recruit out of Cincinnati Elder this past recruiting class. Buckeyes have a 2nd and 1 now. Three men in the backfield. It goes to C.J. Stroud, fakes to Dallin Hayden, then he misses on a shot downfield to Emeka Ibuka. So the Buckeyes now with the 3rd and 1 try to trick Georgia with trips in the backfield and the play action, but Stroud was low and wide to Ibuka. 3rd and 1 for the Buckeyes, 5:21 left in the half. We're all tied at 21. Will the Buckeyes try to get cute, or will they man up and see if they can move Georgia off the line of scrimmage? They've got a full yard to go. The play to Dallin Hayden up the middle, and this is close. This is going to come down to a measurement as Hayden was stacked up. It looked like the Buckeyes had a pretty good push initially, but penetration there in the middle. And this is going to come down to a measurement, I think. No, it's called short. 4th and inches for the Buckeyes, and they're taking a bit of a gamble here. Actually, yes, just inches away from the first down marker, and they are coming out of the shotgun with C.J. Stroud. And it looks like they may be trying to bait Georgia to jump. Yep. Danny calls a timeout with 1 second left on the play clock, and the Buckeyes will think it over. 4th and 1. It's actually 3 or 4 inches as Dallin Hayden came up short on the play. And if the Buckeyes are going to go for it on 4th and inches out of the shotgun, that's a questionable decision, according to me. We're getting a look at Nolan Smith, one of the great linebackers in college football and one of the top NFL draft prospects who will not play in tonight's game. He's been ruled out for quite some time after Georgia's SEC championship game victory. The Buckeyes coming out of a timeout apparently will still go for it. Ryan Day accused of play calling scared against Michigan, certainly has been aggressive in his play calling, though the Buckeyes have stayed balanced run-pass ratio, and they go for it on a 4th and inches from their own 35. CJ Stroud's going to run it right, and he's going to gain the first down, but there's a flag on the field. And we'll see most likely an illegal motion by the Buckeyes. Joe Rossi apparently moved before the ball was snapped. So the illegal motion goes against the Buckeyes. They're going to be pulled back to a 4th and 6, and then the punting unit will be called upon. That was a good call. Unfortunately, it probably didn't really matter, but that was a good call. Rossi was moving forward and was not set before the ball was snapped. Mirko punts to the Georgia 33, where there's a fair catch there. And the Bulldogs will take over after Kyrus Jackson pulls it in at the 33. Ooh, Chambliss is down, holding his left leg. Do I really need to keep doing the play-by-play?
Unbelievable. You knew coming into this game the potential of both these teams. Ohio State came out. Boy, their offense was.
Man, you guys love to jump on these, calling these games this early. We've got Brian saying the game's over if Georgia scores. Man.
Georgia's momentum, they're taking points on the board. They do get the ball to start the second half as well, so they're looking to get a 2-for-1 here.
So Marvin Harrison, the superstar.
Alan, be kind. What is your problem?
Lots of different receivers and running backs.
This is Alan. This is not the channel for people that want to come in and insult other people. We just trash talk football. That's it. I loved the call as well. That was really good. Fills the time. Okay. All right. Why am I doing it? I've been asked. So I just don't like doing it when I didn't prep. And I know the Georgia players, but I don't always know the numbers related to the names. So I'm a little bit questionable, especially on the Georgia side with, I know all these players, but I don't recognize them by their numbers. Tie ball game. Georgia at its own 33. Just over 4 minutes left in the first half, and Georgia's put together 2 successful drives the last 2 times they had the ball to tie the score 21. Kenny McIntosh with the carry. He's taken down by Lathan Ransom after about a 4-yard gain. Second down for the Bulldogs. We're inside 4 minutes. Stetson Bennett back to pass, has plenty of time, takes it downfield, and he's got a man, but it's batted down to the ground by Cam Brown. Nice defense on the pass breakup as he batted it down with his left hand without interfering. 3rd and 6. Stetson Bennett back in the shotgun on 3rd and 6. Single setback is Kenny McIntosh to his right. Man in motion left to right, and Bennett back to pass is in the pocket. Plenty of time, delivers downfield. He's got a man. It's Rosemary Jack Saint to the Buckeye 35, taken down by Ransom and McAllister. Bennett with a tremendous throw in the middle of the Buckeye zone coverage between Ronnie Hickman, Steele Chambers, and Lathan Ransom. Bulldogs gain 28, and they look to take the lead here near the end of the first half at the Buckeye 35. Single setback. Stetson Bennett under center. Handoff inside, another broken tackle. And Kendall Milton takes it inside the 20. The Georgia running attack is starting to gash huge holes in the Buckeye rush defense. Bennett under center again as the Bulldogs have a first down just inside the Ohio State 20. Off left tackle for no gain. Yards rushing before contact. Ohio State -6. Georgia has gained 74 yards before anybody's laid a hand on a Georgia running back. That's how good the offensive line has been. Second and 10. Stetson Bennett fakes left and then throws it out in the left flat, but it's too high for Edwards. 3rd and 10. Crucial 3rd and 10 here for the Bulldogs as they attempt to take the lead. Stetson Bennett is hit on 2 of 2 on 3rd down. Both have converted to a first down. A.D. Mitchell, Kyrus Jackson split right. Bennett in the backfield with McIntosh. 3rd and 10 as the Buckeyes blitz. Bennett back to pass. He's got a man inside the 15, but he's taken down at the 14, about 4 yards shy of the first down. Ronnie Hickman and Xavier Johnson on the tackle. Oh, it's Denzel Burke. And timeout called. 1:49 left in the first half.
Yeah, let's go back. I thought they tried to get it here, but perfect coverage by Ransom first. And then on the outside, you see McConkey to settle there. And the big thing is, can you tackle these receivers and tight ends after they make receptions? Denzel Burke comes up and keeps him short of the first down.
He's got about 51 balls. Tweaked his knee. I guess LSU here, he's been battling tendonitis all year. Bone bruise, an MCL. They gave him some medication pregame. Kirby Smart wasn't sure how much he could get out of it.
No, we can't add a clock. We don't have a running clock.
defense is still out there. Yeah, longer powers.
Georgia comes out of the timeout. They're going to go for it on a 4th and 4. They've converted 11 of 13 of these type of situations during the season. Brock Bowers in motion from right to left. Then he heads back with another man to the right side. Possibly looking for the Buckeyes to jump here. And now the whistles blow, and Georgia was apparently trying to draw Ohio State off sides. Now they take a timeout again.
We scored 14 unanswered. Like to try to take the lead here.
Halftime report is coming up. Reese Davis, Desmond Howard, is that doing okay? Checked on him. David Holly, watching the game with key eyes as always. Highlights from that wild Vermo Fiesta Bowl we fought this afternoon. Alabama got a win earlier today. Kansas State.
Bryce Young and Will Anderson let me come back and play their 5-game Great Ward, and they break them in.
So the Bulldogs disdain the 4th down try after failing to draw the Buckeyes off sides. Jack Podlesny will attempt. He missed a 47-yarder, this one from 32. Bulldogs attempt to take the lead for the first time tonight, and they knock it through. Georgia 24-21. Buckeyes will get the ball one last time in the first half. After the game, everybody, we will have a call-in show here on the main channel. On the Ohio State channel, we'll have a Buckeyes post-game with Buckeye Bob. And on the Georgia and SEC channels, we'll have a post-game with our guy Tyler Piles. We got you all set. We'll update the scoreboard before anybody jumps on me.
At that side of the Buckeyes, the Bulldogs have begun to get that running and cranked up. So it was Bennett pitching it around early, but now it's so often new. Georgia starting to flex up front. They throw those body shots, and they're an excellent second half running team. It becomes serious wear and tear in their opponent's defense. You see what Stroud can do with the 144.
Ohio State will set up at their own 25. 1:44 left in the first half.
The Lakers hosting Jimmy Butler and the struggling Miami Heat in the countdown.
LFG, TCU was not a 14-point underdog. They were a 7.5-point underdog. Buckeyes hit the 25, trailing by 3. Ibuka and Royer split right along with another receiver. As Stroud's back to pass, he flips it left, and Xavier Johnson's got a little bit of a running lane, and he gets it out for about a 7-yard gain. Clock running. Under 90 seconds. Stroud in the shotgun with Xavier Johnson. He calls for the ball. Back to pass. Plenty of time. Delivers over the middle, and Ibuka's got it. He's at the 50, and he's taken down right at the 50-yard line, and he tosses the ball back to the ref as the clock is running once they set the chains on the first down. Stroud's 13 of 17 tonight for a $188 and 2 touchdowns, and he's got double tights to the left, and he delivers right, and he's got Julian Fleming with, I believe, his first catch of the night down about the 37-yard line. Ohio State moving down the field. Clock inside a minute. Stroud and Johnson back in the backfield. Stroud back to pass. Plenty of time. Surveys the field. Delivers downfield, and he's got a man, and it's Xavier Johnson. Spins, avoids a defender, and he's in for the touchdown. Buckeyes take the lead back on the 37-yard play from C.J. Stroud. to the seldom used in the passing game, Xavier Johnson. And Ohio State strikes quickly. Johnson had been in the backfield with Stroud for this entire series. Caught the first ball for 7 yards to get the drive started, and then he gets leaked out into the secondary and burns 2 defensive backs to get behind the defense and score from 37 yards out. The Buckeyes take the lead 28-24. Nice spin move at the end of that too. Now we gotta keep updating the scoreboard. Yes, I don't know how many people have said on here that the game's over. Yeah. People haven't watched much college football, I guess. Buckeyes kick it through the end zone. Georgia will set up at its own 25. 49 seconds for Stetson Bennett.
New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest. A few raindrops falling, that will not dampen the party in New York.
I know that the crowd here at the Voice of College Football will diminish greatly once Ryan Seacrest gets on the air, but we will battle through. Stetson Bennett in the shotgun with a single setback to his left. 5 receivers in motion, and Bennett gets it batted by JT Tuimoloau, reminiscent of the Penn State game. Tuimoloau just scarfed that up as Bennett was looking for Kyrus Jackson to the left. Second and 10. Bennett back to pass, plenty of time. Tuimoloau is making, it's almost picked off by Cam Brown. Ball was delivered high as Tuimoloau puts some pressure on Stetson Bennett. 3rd and 10. Ooh. Ryan Day's over there coaching. All right, well, the Buckeyes take the lead just before halftime, and Georgia didn't risk putting the ball in the air one more time and giving the ball back to Ohio State after stopping the clock. So we go to the locker room with the Buckeyes leading Georgia in a very entertaining first half, 28-24. All right, how about that? All right, my play-by-play is at least over for the first half, and we'll take a poll to see if anybody wants play-by-play in the second half. Ryan Day is showing a little bit more emotion and fire. I don't know if that's to, yes, Greg, free radio stream. It's not very well done, but and it was not planned. But I got to tell you, This is a fun stream, folks. We got a lot of neutral fans. We got a lot of Bulldog fans. Of course, we've got Ohio State fans here. Appreciate you all being here. I was planning on throwing a pizza in the oven at halftime, but I'm really not that hungry, so we're good. Larry says no Seacrest. Yes. All right. Let me go stretch my legs. Most of the country is rooting for Ohio State? Really? You think? I always thought Ohio State was about the most hated team in the country. Oh, Greg posted a link to free radio play-by-play. Oh, well, we appreciate that. Anytime we can post any links to get somebody else to go to another channel, that's what we're looking for. So, LFG, thank you. I'm going to go stretch my legs. Be right back.
Arriving 2024. Exception. The fifth change.
Big news. Right now at Spectrum Mobile, Unlimited is only $29.99 a month, and your next line is free. Or to rephrase it, you get nationwide 5G for just $29.99, and your next line is free. Over. Or you could say you get unlimited and reliable coast-to-coast coverage for only $29.99, and your next line is free. 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 And your next line is free. Get unlimited for $29.99 a month, and your next line is free for 12 months. Call, click, or visit a Spectrum store today.
Bayside Furniture is clearing out the old inventory and making room for the new. During our huge year-end furniture and mattress clearance, save 20 to 80% off our everyday low prices on hundreds of items for every room in your home, including mattresses from $79. Ask about our special financing or a bonus cash discount. Plus, ask how to get free delivery. So hurry into Wayside today. Wayside in Akron. Better furniture, priced lower.
Uncle Rico. They're not stopping this running game. Kenny McIntosh shoots forward for 10 and a first down. One play and a first down for the Bulldogs. Stetson Bennett gives inside to McIntosh again. This time he has stood up at the line of scrimmage, possibly loses a yard or two. Stetson Bennett in the shotgun. Brock Bowers on the right side, blocks left on JT Tuimoloau as the play goes right for about 3 to 4 yards from Deshaun Edwards. Brings up a 3rd and short. Call it 3rd and 7 inside 9 minutes. Bulldogs 2 for 6 on 3rd down conversions tonight. Stetson Bennett all by himself in the backfield, steps up in the pocket, about to deliver it, but he's batted down from the backside. And Ohio State will hold JT Tuimoloau with the pressure on Stetson Bennett, and the ball was taken out of his hand as he tried to deliver, and it just flailed up in the air. And the pass is ruled as an incomplete pass on the field, but
in the middle, but the pressure, the combination of the coverage and the pressure there eventually gets to him. That ball's out before ball is thrown, before the hands coming forward before the ball comes out.
Wondered would they blitz it a little bit more. They did bring some pressure and get to him.
Georgia forced to punt from its own 38. The kick goes to the right side, and the fair catch set up by Ibuka at the Buckeye 10. Ohio State takes over there. 8:15 left in the 3rd quarter. Ohio State leads 35-24.
What if I'm new to AT&T?
But what about for existing customers? At AT&T, we give everyone our best deals on every smartphone. Get up to $1,000 off our most popular smartphones with eligible trade-in.
Well, I don't know if he's earning his money, but he's doing a better job of earning it than he did against Michigan, and he did in the first half. They've got 2 big stops in the second half so far. Yes, Greg, Michigan fan looking at a nightmare scenario. Ohio State possibly pulls off an upset after Michigan blows it as a favorite. No, Adam, Georgia has not been down in a game like that. Well, they were down to Missouri until about 4 minutes left in the game, but only down by 1 score. But they were down until 4 minutes left in the game. Yes, we've got to talk about transitive wins here. Michigan feeling good about the transitive win possible tonight. Ballard, appreciate you being here, man. Yes, the people in New York City have no idea. They just have no clue. They think they're having fun, but they will find out. More and more people will find out. Tide Guy says, I'm telling y'all, Tulane is going to wear their 1949 SEC championship throwback jerseys against USC. Nub Gunner is not confident that the Buckeyes will hold on. Stroud is showing me something tonight. We already knew that he was a great quarterback, but man, keep the audio. Gotta mute the commercials, man. Well, when you got me doing the play-by-play, I kind of forget about the commercials coming up here. You know. All right. Buckeyes take over at the 10. Single setback in the backfield, and Ibuka runs it right, and he's stacked up at the 13. Second and 7 inside 8 minutes. Stroud in the backfield with Chip Tranum. He's got 3 receivers to the left, including Joe Rossi, who's now in line. Ibuka's in motion. Stroud play fake, back to pass, and he's sacked at the 5. Williams gets the sack off the corner. No, that was Bullard with the sack off the corner. So it's going to be a 3rd and long for the Buckeyes. So Stroud misses on the blitz, and the back did not pick it up. And so it's 3rd and 12 for the Buckeyes at their own 7. And now we've got a pre-stamped penalty that's going to push Ohio State further back. Illegal formation. That's going to be a half the distance at the goal line penalty. Illegal substitution. Only the second penalty for Ohio State, and Georgia only has 2. 3rd and 16, Stroud back in his own end zone. Ibuka in motion. Stroud goes back to pass and cuts it loose downfield. He's got a man, but he overshoots Marvin Harrison. Had him open, but just missed him. So Harrison in a triangle of defenders, but he was open. Stroud missed him. Buckeyes will have to punt from their own end zone. Stroud had pressure in his face. Jesse Mirko standing close to his back end line. He's hitting almost 42 yards per punt on 3 punts tonight. Mirko boots it downfield. The Georgia return man catches at his own 45, at the 50, at the Buckeye 40, shakes a number of tackles and sidesteps a few defenders and brings it all the way back to the Ohio State 31. Big return by Kyrus Jackson. Georgia sets up at the Ohio State 31. Bennett in the backfield, along with Deshaun Edwards. Ladd McConkey in motion, sets up to the left, then comes right and leads blocking for Deshaun Edwards, who's down to the 30. Pickup of 2. 2nd and 8. Bowers has only caught one pass tonight. Stetson Bennett lines up under center. Bowers shifts to the left. Now in motion to the right. Handoff off the left side. And a good tackle made by Tommy Eichenberg holds Deshaun Edwards to a 2-yard gain. Bennett in the backfield lined up next to Kenny McIntosh on a big 3rd and 7 play at the Ohio State 29. Steele Chambers fakes a blitz. Bennett back in the pocket, dancing around, and he's brought down at the 35. Tyleek Williams with a sack as a host of Buckeyes were in the backfield. Stetson Bennett surrounded, and Georgia will have to make a decision here on 4th down. Podlesny comes in on a 4th and 12. This kick is going to be a 52-yard try. He missed from 47. He made from 32. Podlesny, it's up, and it looks like it's going to make it, and it is no good as it drifts right. So Podlesny misses 2 field goals, this one from 52, and we're inside 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, and the Buckeyes will take over the ball with an 11-point lead. Mighty interesting, is it not? Yep, he pushed it. James says, Mark, you're a whole series behind. How am I a whole series behind when everybody's making the same comments about the missed kick at the same time that I called it? Yes, One Scoop John, please don't hold me to this performance of play-by-play. I haven't done it in forever, and I don't know all the players like off the top of my head real quick. Yes, those guys have spotters. They obviously go and talk to the teams and sit down and do meetings and prep for 4 days. And yeah, let's not make that comparison. Georgia's beautiful. California's too expensive. We're talking about moving possibly, guys. Is that what we're doing here? So the defenses have kind of taken over here early in the 3rd quarter. We're at about the 7-minute mark, and Ohio State scored a touchdown and has held Georgia now 3 times despite the short field. So consider that Georgia got it down to the 31 on the punt return and did not score. So big stand by the Buckeyes defense, which is playing much better after getting shredded much early. Don't move to Texas. You don't want me in Texas?
The college experience shouldn't be one size fits all. That's why at Ohio University, our students step onto campus together as one class, then branch off to explore their unique.
Yeah, sorry. You have to look at my every pour. Mute the commercials. All right. I don't know if it's going to matter at this point because I haven't done it so many times. Will's telling us the same thing. Okay. Mute the commercials. Yes. I'll try to remember. Hey, James. Okay, we're back. Buckeyes take over at their own 34, leading by 11. Draw back to pass. He's got all day again. Finally, a Georgia rusher comes through. Holding call against the Buckeyes, number 79, DeJuan Jones. So that's going to push the Buckeyes back 10. First and 10. Two backs on either side of Stroud, Rossi and Johnson. Stroud back to pass. This time he's pressured, has to roll to his right and delivers downfield. He's got a man down there on a one-on-one situation, and it's a pass interference against Keely Ringo on Marvin Harrison Jr. Buckeyes have a first down after the 15-yard penalty. First and 10 for the Buckeyes, out to their own 39. Xavier Johnson joins Stroud in the backfield, trips left. Stroud's got all day again. Now a rush man comes in, Jalen Carter, but Stroud sprints to his left and gains about 8 yards as he goes out of bounds, chased out by number 90. And so the Buckeyes pick up a key chunky yardage on first down as Jalen Carter beats the double team to provide some pressure, but C.J. Stroud sprints out of it and almost picks up a first down. We've got a 2nd and 3. Stroud setting up under center this time. Pitches left. Allen Hayden's got a lane, and he takes it to the outside and turns the corner, and he's brought down by number 23. Otherwise, he might have been off to the races, but it is a first down for the Buckeyes. Rossi made a big block that sprung Hayden, who was going to take it outside and cut it inside the block. Ohio State with another first down at the 2-minute mark. Stroud back to pass. Plenty of time again, and he's got a receiver, Ibuka, downfield, who steps out of bounds as he's forced out of bounds at the 10-yard line. The Ohio State pass protection is the key to this game right now. It is everything. Stroud sets up deep in the pocket, has plenty of time, not just time to throw, but room to step up and deliver the ball. Emeka Ibuka is having a field day, 7 catches for 103 yards. Buckeyes with Chip Tranum now in the backfield. Rossi and 2 receivers to the right. From the 10-yard line, the give to Dallin Hayden it is, who get some running room inside the 10 to about the 7. 2nd and goal. Rossi in motion. Hayden in the backfield with Stroud. Twins left. Julian Fleming, the receiver on the right, and they just miss him as Stroud attempted to go back shoulder, but they were not on the same page. And now we've got a 3rd and goal. Third and goal inside a minute, 3rd quarter. Buckeyes at the 7. Stroud rolls right. He is being chased, and he just whips it up to the back of the end zone. And it is, there's a flag. Harrison comes down with the football. Was he out of bounds? He's hurt. He's laying flat on his back, and it looks like he's hurt. Harrison was popped as soon as he tried to bring the ball down. Ooh, targeting call. Javon Bullard called for targeting. Of course, that's going to be reviewed. That could be an enormous play in 2 ways. First, the penalty that will set up the Buckeyes 1st and goal. And then secondly, is Marvin Harrison is shaken up. I think this targeting might be taken off the board. Quite the game here, folks. Thank you for that, Todd. Appreciate you being here. Happy New Year to all college football fans. Thanks, Mark. Thank you, Todd. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be targeting. I don't think. I'm going to have to see it slowed down.
There was a mother and a father who had a son. They lived in a small village and didn't have much money, but they were happy. One day, they heard the head of their country was sending soldiers to their town because he thought they were part of an insurrection. The young family decided to flee. They grabbed only what they could carry.
Do you have the feeling that this is the national championship game?
For days, wondering if soldiers might still be following them. They were scared, hungry, and exhausted. But they were far away from the atrocities taking place.
Oh, yeah. Got to mute the commercials. Oops. I wish they'd get back to the game. I'd like to see a slow motion of this play and see if it was targeting. Ohio State has to kick the field goal as the targeting. Okay, Buckeyes convert 38-24, so I didn't get to see the targeting replay, but anyway, they called it not targeting. They took it off the board, 38-24, Buckeyes lead by 14. So I did not realize, so the stream is actually being taken down when we go to break. No wonder our numbers are down. Okay. So I got a question. Is YouTube taking the stream down? So it's like coming down? I didn't think it was actually being taken down. Okay, we'll have to do something about this the next game. Okay, thank you.
It's been a while since we've had two entertaining semifinal games. Sometimes we're looking at one. Have we had two? The same thing. We had two close games this year.
Yes, like they're talking about right now, Herb Street and Fowler, two entertaining, close, competitive games on the same day has never happened in the CFP. And we finally got it today. Even if this turns out to be a blowout in the fourth quarter, which I don't anticipate that, it's been a great game. All right, Georgia starts from its 25, trailing by 14. Stetson Bennett back to pass. Here comes Tui Mulawau, but he gets it out to Kenny McIntosh, who shakes a defender, and he's got a first down easily as he's brought down at the 42-yard line. Big gain on a 1st and 10, 17 yards by Kenny McIntosh, as Ohio State's defense continues to struggle in the open field tackling department. Kenny McIntosh has 70 yards rushing on 5 carries and 50 yards through the air on 3 receptions. 8 touches for $120. Okay, they don't get the playoff to end the third quarter, so Georgia will switch ends of the field on offense, take over on a 1st and 10 to start the fourth quarter, down by 14. Mute. Got it. What I was misunderstanding there is I was thinking, well, if we already got blocked before and they're going to take it down, then what's the use? So I get it. Is Marvin Harrison out? We will soon find out. And we will have, we're a long ways to get to this point, but our first Double O'Neill, maybe ESPN will get off the SEC bandwagon now. Well, first of all, the game's not over by any stretch. Number 2, they own the SEC network. So they completely own the SEC. And now that CBS has no part of the SEC, don't expect that to happen. Umbrella, of course you like this stream. Thanks for being here. Come on back. We do this all the time. At least we're on here all the time live. I tell you, I can't wait for as much as I love just watching football. Of course, that's why we do this. I really can't wait to try to make sense of all these conference comparisons, because the SEC, regardless of what happens in this game or in a national championship game, is not dominant. The SEC is not dominant this season. It may still be the best conference, but it's not dominant. So I can't wait to try to weed through all the results and figure this out and who played the best, because it's not clear cut in any way, in any direction. Obviously, the team that wins the national championship is going to be able to really put up a big point, a big star asterisk for its conference. All right. Here we are. So Georgia's got a first down at its own 42 as we start the fourth quarter. Man in motion to the left. Bennett rolls left. Now he settles back into the pocket. He looks around, doesn't find anyone, goes to his left for a receiver who picks up about 7 yards. Smith had caught the first initial big play from Stetson Bennett on the first drive to set up Georgia's first touchdown. And now we've got a 2nd and 4 play. Deshaun Edwards is the back in the backfield to the right of Stetson Bennett. Trips right, including Brock Bowers. Bennett back to pass. Plenty of time, delivers over the middle for a first down. Deshaun Edwards takes it inside the Ohio State 45 to the 43. Quick count and snap, and Bennett delivers down the middle to a wide open Brock Bowers, who drags tacklers inside the 20, and Georgia's in business at the Ohio State 16. Brock Bowers on this play gets behind the linebackers, settles in, and brings it in to the Ohio State 17. Bennett keeps it on the fake to Deshaun Edwards, and he's brought down by Steel Chambers just inside the 15. Call it 2nd and 7. Stetson Bennett 4 for 4 on the drive for 58 yards. Single backfield, Stetson Bennett under center, gives it Brock Bowers. Bowers shakes a tackler, but he's brought down and just cut under by Lathan Ransom as the Buckeyes defense pursued sideline to sideline. No gain for Bowers. 3rd down and 7. Third and 6 with Bennett in the shotgun. Bowers shifts right. Ladd McConkey motion left. Twin receivers to the left. Bennett looks that way, delivers that way, but it's well underthrown. His receiver not on the same page, A.D. Mitchell. And Georgia's got a 4th and 6. Down by 2 touchdowns, 12:15 left in the game. Georgia's going for it. They've missed 2 field goals from 47 and 52. This would be obviously much shorter at 30 yards. 4th and 6, Bennett in the shotgun. This obviously huge as the Buckeyes show blitz with Eichenberg and Steel Chambers filling the lanes, but now they back out of it. Bennett back to pass, delivers on the side, and boy, where are they going to mark this play? because Lathan Ransom brings Brock Bowers out of bounds, and it looks like it's going to be marked short of the first down, and it is. The Buckeyes hold. Great tackle by Lathan Ransom as he brought down Brock Bowers out of bounds after the reception. Bowers wasn't able to extend the ball. Lathan Ransom's made some plays tonight. He has made some really good plays. Adam's got a good point. They could review that. They could review that. That is a tough call. Oh, no, that's right. I gotta take out. Hey, JH, man, it's good to have you. So, JH, watching for the first time, you've stumbled upon the voice of college football. We've got a main channel. We've got 25 team channels. We talk college football all the time. We do call-in shows all the time. We will do a call-in show after this game. We've got a post-game show on the Ohio State channel after this game and a post-game show on the SEC and the Georgia channels after this game. But just keep in mind, we don't want to overload you here. Just know that you're in a good place. Keep it right here. And we go live with a call-in show after the game tonight. Awesome to have you. Great to hear that we've got a fresh face here. JH, good to see you. Ben, you're too kind. Thank you so much for that. We will be even better. Believe me, we will do better. We're trying to get some help and trying to do some better things. So thank you so much for that. That's very nice. Very kind of you. So did Brock Bowers extend for a first down? He's still at this point in bounds. He's not come down out of bounds. He's got the first down, doesn't he? I believe he's got the first down. This is going to be huge. Yep. Georgia gets the first down. That's a good call. Brock Bowers, that was a tremendous play that he made to extend the football and stay up off the ground. That's just great athleticism. It was a great play by Lathan Ransom to bring him down and get him out of bounds, but he extended. That was huge. Huge. Mark that one down. Brock Bowers, fourth down conversion, 12 minutes left. Stetson Bennett pitches right. The Buckeyes take down Deshaun Edwards at the 3. It's getting down to crunch time. Can't you feel it? This is big. Georgia at the 3. Bennett under center. Gives it to McIntosh. No, he play fakes and he goes left, but he throws a badly thrown football. And was that forward? I believe it was a forward throw. So it's going to be an incomplete pass. But Stetson Bennett threw a terrible ball at the feet of Ladd McConkey, 3rd and goal. So Georgia tries to get fancy with a play action. And it was close to a backward pass, but I do not believe that it was. So that was a backwards pass. It's marked back at the 12-yard line. Bennett in the shotgun on a 3rd and goal. Buckeyes with a pass rush, delivers to the end zone, and it's broken up at the goal line by Ronnie Hickman. Great play by Hickman at the goal line. Good to see our guy Michael here tonight. Thank you so much for the contribution there, Michael. Mark, this Mountaineer fan appreciates all you do for college football. Hope you had a great Christmas and Happy New Year. You as well, Michael. Thank you so much for showing up and your contribution. And keep in mind, we're going to do our best to build up the West Virginia channel. And our West Virginia show has been on hiatus for a couple of Friday nights, but we'll be back at it to start the year. All right, we got Podlesny back on for another field goal. This time he converts from 31, so he's made 2 and missed 2, and Georgia draws within 11 with just about 10 minutes left in the game. Oh, kill it, mute, it's not working. There we go. Seth, Stetson Bennett has been bad. Yeah, he's not been great tonight. Oh, yeah, Shoelace Sooner. Good call there, buddy. Appreciate that. These comments are phenomenal. Don B, that was a breakdancer kind of move for Brock Bowers, and that saved him 3 points at least. Biggs Mikes, thank you so much for that. That's very kind of you. Best college football content out there. Go Blue. Texas Buckeye, thank you for the super sticker. That's very kind of you, Texas Buckeye. Feeling good. Thank you for the contribution. Did I miss a super chat? Please let me know if I did. I do not ever want to miss a super chat. Oh, Shoelace Sooner. Man, look at this guy. Hell yeah. Made it to $100. Here's the match. Happy New Year's, everyone. Shoelace Sooner, thank you so much for your kindness tonight on both streams, and everybody else that made it possible for Shoelace Sooner to be even kinder and more generous than usual. All right, Georgia kicks off. Let's correct the score, 38-27. So the Buckeyes will take it at their own 25. That is so weird. I'll change the banner, and it doesn't change the first time I post it, and then it does. All right, let's take this in. 2 tremendous football teams, tons of talent. We thought this could be great. I thought it could be great. I thought Georgia could blow them out. I thought that was a possibility, but I thought this could be a great, colossal game, and it has been. Buckeyes from the 25. Twins left. Stroud pitches. That's Xavier Johnson Gets a few yards, but he pushes ahead for about 3.5. Stroud drops back to pass. Throws it over the middle. Could be a pass interference. Not called. Royer was not able to get to the football. 3rd and 7. The officials are getting together on this one. The ball was tipped. Who was that? Jalen Carter got a tip on the ball. So the contact legal in the backfield. Big 3rd and 7. Here is the Buckeyes try to convert. We're at 9:44 left in the game. Marvin Harrison Jr. on the sideline. Stroud in the shotgun. Back to pass and takes off and runs with it. He's near a first down. He stretches. Where are they going to call this? It looks like another Brock Bowers kind of play where Stroud was knocked out about 2.5 yards shy, and he's marked shy. He's stretched out. And we got a 4th and 1 play now. He stepped out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds. Yes, a good 2 yards shy of the first down. So Ohio State's going to have to punt. So Georgia gets the ball back as Ohio State was not able to pick up the first down. And the Buckeyes. Whoa. Was there a... So the Buckeyes fake the punt. Rossi gets the snap. And Georgia must have sniffed it out and called the timeout in time. And now Ohio State, of course, is not going to run a fake punt a second time. So it looks like the play that was supposed to be executed against Michigan well, Georgia, fortunately for them, sniffed it out, got the timeout, and now it's going to be difficult for the Buckeyes to do anything like that again, of course. All right, Lemansky, Shu and Tim piling on. No flag. Xavier, 5-star defensive back, starts first game and gets a pick 6. Coach Parker, thank you. Lemansky chiming in, not about this game, but about the big game earlier today where the Iowa Hawkeyes pitched the only shutout of the postseason, 21-0 over Kentucky. Phil Parker did an amazing job. Xavier Wampa had a pick 6, like a 50-some-yard return. Yeah. Lemansky, congratulations. Your Hawkeyes finish at 8-5. Connor, who knows, man? That's what Ohio State wants Georgia to think, that there's no way that we run that 2 times in a row. Mute, sorry. We're going to have to make a decision about the national championship game and what we're going to do about all that. You guys should know that I just can't keep that many things in my head at once if I'm going to do play-by-play and mute every commercial and try to check out all the comments. I'm only half kidding. Yeah, a producer, a marketing person. We can keep going. Oh, man. They just got the timeout. Just got the timeout. All right. Well, we believe the Buckeyes are going to punt here on 4th and 1. And yes, they do. Fair catch called at the 23. Georgia sets up there. 8:51 left in the game, down 2 scores. Wow, that would have been enormous to hang on to the ball inside 9 minutes with a 2-score lead. Whoo. Okay. Bulldogs take over at their own 24. Stetson Bennett on the play action. Plenty of time to throw, and he goes deep downfield, and he's got a man wide open, and that's a touchdown by Smith. Wow. To the house, 76 yards. Arian Smith. And who slipped on that play? Lathan Ransom, I believe. Wow. Georgia goes for 2. McConkey in motion. Stetson Bennett takes the snap, and he rolls right, and he delivers for the 2-point conversion to McConkey. Georgia's within 3. 38-35 Buckeyes. 8:41 left in the game. What a game. Lathan Ransom's had a great game, but man, that one was not good. Here we go. Gonna have a big finish here. Gonna have a big finish. Georgia kicks off to the end zone, and so the Buckeyes will take it at the 25. 8:41 left. What a game. What a doubleheader of games, huh? Woo! Stroud in the shotgun, Ibuka in motion. Stroud back to pass. Here comes the rush. He delivers to the right side, and Julian Fleming running the slant. gets almost to the first down marker. 2nd and 2. Buckeyes led by 14. They had a chance to stop Georgia in the red zone. They don't. Georgia kicks the field goal, then comes back with the long touchdown pass, and they're within 3. Inside handoff to Dallin Hayden. He's got a first down, and he's got more as he makes his way all the way out to the 45. First and 10 for the Buckeyes at their own 45. Stroud in the shotgun, and Ibuka in motion to the right. Fake the pitch, and Stroud rolls. He's got a little bit of a running lane. He picks up a few yards on the sideline. Call it 2nd and 6. Stroud in the shotgun, flanked by Dallin Hayden. Back to pass. Here comes the pass rush. Stroud evades it, rolls to his left. Now he's going to be a running back. He's got the ball under his arm, and he runs it inside the 40 and inside the 35. C.J. Stroud with a big run for the Buckeyes inside the 35. Now, C.J. Stroud running the ball is one thing. Another thing is when he just tucks it under his arm like, I'm running the ball. He didn't even try to pump fake or anything on that. Pitch left. Xavier Johnson cuts it back inside, gets about 2. We're at the 6-minute mark. 2nd and 8. Michael Williams is down.
Xavier Johnson line up receiver. Now he's in running back. Slides out and reverse. And then again, there's the speed that he has. Able to run away from those defenders.
You get the knee of the all-SEC freshman lineman for Georgia to take a break.
Going to break, and we hit the mute button on time. How about that? What are you guys talking about? Ralph says Georgia's defense is slow. Last year's team was 10 times better. Yes, 10 times better. 15 times better. So let's see. There's about 6 minutes left. They're inside the 35. Of course, a touchdown would be enormous to go to a 2-score lead, of course. And to chew up some time, if they can score, if they can chew up another 2 minutes and make it a 2-score lead at the 4-minute mark, then they're in really good shape. But if they've got to kick the field goal, then obviously time's not a factor yet. Unless they get to a 2-score lead, then time's a factor. But if they don't get to a 2-score lead and they have to kick the field goal or they don't score at all, then Georgia's got plenty of time. So the key is to, of course, score the touchdown and make it a 2-score game. Because exhausting the time and not scoring, you can't exhaust enough time and not score. It would almost be better if they're not going to score or only kick a field goal to do it now and let Georgia have 6 minutes on the clock, because they would score in 3 or 4 minutes, and then Ohio State gets the ball last. Been a great game. Been a great day of college football. So for those of you who say that the playoffs being expanded would just give us more awful football, you've made a good point based on previous years. However, there is hope. Stroud in the shotgun, fakes to Xavier Johnson, back to pass with plenty of time, throws it out to Johnson. Johnson gets cut down right at the sticks. So now we're looking at 3rd and 8. Under 6 minutes. Again, time not a factor unless the Buckeyes score to extend it to a 2-score lead. Third and 8. Stroud back to pass, delivers over the middle, and Ibuka breaks a tackle to gain the first down. So beautiful connection from Stroud to Ibuka on the slant. Ibuka spins to break out of the tackle and stretch for the first down. And the Buckeyes are inside the 25-yard line. Stroud, 22 of 30 for 336, 4 touchdowns. Fleming to the right, Ibuka to the left, Hayden in the backfield, Stroud under center, and they're taking the play clock, and they took it too far. Why? Yes, Ryan Day. At least he's laughing about it. Why? You don't want to exhaust a timeout for no reason with a first down. So you killed a timeout that you may need later. Like if you're down by 4 and you get the ball back. But anyway. Herb Street just laid it out there. No Travion Henderson. Mayan Williams not a factor in this game. No Marvin Harrison Jr. for the fourth quarter. No Jackson Smith and Jigba. No Cade Stover. And they may put up 45 points on this defense. Yeah. Stroud gives inside. No. He's going to take it to the left, and he gets knocked out of bounds about 4 yards shy of the first down. And boy, a young lady got trampled there. Hopefully she's okay. So Stroud. Holly Rowe goes over there to check her out. That's Second and 5 for the Buckeyes at the 18. Boy, this series is enormous. Enormous. Red zone. Big. Ibuka in motion, right to left. He's out there with Xavier Johnson. Now he comes around the other way, and they set up a play for him. But no, Stroud gets sacked. So they had the play for Ibuka coming out of the backfield, but he was covered up, and Stroud had nowhere to go, and he gets thrown for a huge loss. Huge loss. So Georgia gets the blitz, and Bullard brings down Stroud for a loss all the way out to the, is it the 33? I believe. Third and 17 at the 30. I think the Buckeyes have to go for broke here. Yeah, the field goal would be huge to get it past a 3-point lead, but they've got the players to, couldn't get it done. So a delayed blitz up the middle forces Stroud to throw it wide of his mark on the left side. So 4th and 17, and Ohio State will try to convert a long field goal. So Ohio State with a tremendous drive, but it bogged down as Georgia goes to the blitz a couple times, and that worked. Noah Ruggles makes his first attempt of the night. No, he did kick a field goal earlier. So he's from 48 yards this time. It's up, and it is good. 41-35 Buckeyes, 2:43 left in the game. Of course, a Georgia touchdown would take the lead, but this at least forces Georgia to score a touchdown to take the lead as opposed to a 3-point lead. So Georgia does its job on defense in the red zone. The Buckeyes do convert 3.
Scrutinized himself last year often by Georgia fans, ended up climbing that mountain to win a championship, and comes back this year to be the leader. And all the body blows and the fights and the momentum swings back and forth.
Seriously. Seriously. People are saying stupid things like that. Yeah. Seriously. Have you been watching this game? Seriously? Wow. Seriously? Wow. Really? I'm guessing that some of you have never competed in athletics ever at any level. That's what I'm guessing. That's my guess. Okay. Georgia sets up 1st and 10. Stetson Bennett, 2 touchdowns and a pick tonight. 331 through the air, 18 of 29 with a rushing touchdown as well. Georgia at its own 28. Plenty of time, 2:36 left. Bennett back to pass. Here comes the rush. Thrown up the middle. That's going to be a short gain as it's taken in by McIntosh. Tommy Eichenberg on the tackle. Second and 8. Stetson Bennett sets up in the motion. He delivers the ball, and he's got a man. It's Brock Bowers at the 45. First down conversion for the Bulldogs. We're at 2 minutes. Bennett out of the shotgun. Bowers has caught 4 tonight for 64. Back to pass. There's a flag on the field. Bennett's going to go for broke. There might be and it's broken up inside the 5. Ladd McConkey down there with Cam Brown on him. And we might have a offsides on the Buckeyes is the reason Stetson Bennett went all the way down the field. Yes, it's an offsides on Ohio State. 5-yard penalty. We've got a first, second, and 3, I believe. So as Ohio State was trying to leave the field, the extra player, Mike Hall, he was running out of bounds on Georgia's half of the field, or the line of scrimmage, therefore offsides. Georgia's got a great situation here at midfield, 1st and 5, 1:49 left in the game. Buckeyes showing blitz. Here they come. Zach Harrison. There we go down the middle, and it's thrown inside the 20-yard line. Beautiful pitch and catch from Stetson Bennett. Beautiful throw and catch to, wow. Georgia at the 15 now. 1:39 left in the game. Bennett back to pass. He throws it down the middle. McIntosh taken down at the 10. 90 seconds left. Second and 5. Defense needs to make a play for the Buckeyes. Georgia's on a roll. Bennett back to pass. Plenty of time. Again, he throws it to the end zone. There you go. Touchdown. A.D. Mitchell brings it in. We're tied at 41. Did Georgia score too soon, though? We'll see. And the PAT for the lead. Right down the middle. 42-41 Georgia. Here we go. Big finish. This game has been crazy. Phenomenal. For all the knuckleheads who talk about teams choking, I can't imagine that you've ever played competitive sports in any way, shape, or form to make moronic comments about guys out there busting their tails, choking. It's crazy to me how stupid you would have to be. I think we may have some angry Michigan fans out there and some angry non-college football playoff fans. "54 seconds. That's right, Tide Guy. It's a lot of time. A lot of time. Yeah, Stetson Bennett, man. I like Stetson Bennett. Always have. He's, he sucked about 5 minutes ago. All sorts of people were talking about how much he sucked. Yeah, he threw some bad passes. You give me the guy that's not throwing a bad pass in a football game. All right, here we go. 42-41 Buckeyes set up at the 25. CJ Stroud, it's in your hands, buddy. Let's see if the offensive line for Ohio State's as good as it's been the entire night on this drive. The last couple blitzes by Georgia at the end of the last drive might be their recipe now for the rest of the game, because that was extremely effective. To have Marvin Harrison Jr. would have been nice at this point. But you got Fleming, you've got Ibuka. Hey, guys, here we go. This should be fun. Gets 5. Can't waste a whole lot of time. Doesn't have much time. And we got a player down with the clock running.
Flexing his leg, so the Buckeyes don't have to spend one of the 2 timeouts. Remember, Noah Ruggles is an excellent field goal kicker with the long range, so if you get the ball near the 40.
Take it back to 43 seconds. That's when he went down. 2nd and 5 at the 30. So they're going to need about, if they get 30 yards, that only takes them to the 40. They need more like at least 35 yards.
Put him ahead. Now Bennett, you just look up at the giant screen overhead. Hey, there's an interesting factor here because of the injury. The clock for a minute normally would be a 10-second runoff, but they don't want it. They can go on the snap. It's Ohio to go on the snap.
Ohio State's decision to go on the snap. So the clock will not start.
Not till the snap.
Till the snap of the ball.
All right, Buckeyes, 43 seconds, 2nd and 5, their own 30. Stroud back to pass. He's got time. He's got a receiver. And Julian Fleming's out of bounds at the 42. Michael Williams down. So the Georgia players are cramping.
CJ Stroud from that right hash all the way as an outcut to the boundary. They get out of bounds. Yet preserving the 2 timeouts.
Yeah, this is a factor late in games. And guys are, desperately trying to stay hydrated and dig deep, but we've seen Georgia players go down now in consecutive plays. Gives Stroud and Day a chance to get on the same page here.
Ball's at about the 42. You mentioned
They love to not test his range. You're right, get a lot closer than he could.
yards. But give him at least a shot with 39 seconds and 2 timeouts remaining.
This is good stuff, man. This is phenomenal. Phenomenal. But they still got a long way to go. 39 ticks. They cannot have, well, they've got 2 timeouts. Okay, they want to preserve at least 1. 1st and 10 from the 42. Stroud back to pass. Here comes the rush. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to have to do something with it. He takes off. He's past the 50. He's got a 1st down. He keeps running. He makes his way all the way to the 30. So CJ Stroud has turned into a running threat the last game of his career at Ohio State. 28 seconds left in the game. Wow. Unbelievable. They're at the 31. He can run. He can't run. He's like physically capable of moving one leg in front of another, and he's actually fast. He just has refused, or the coaching staff have refused to let him run his entire career. But boom, look at this. He runs for what they have, 8 at 27-yard gain. Wow. Okay. It's not over either way. They still need more. This is a long field goal, so they got to keep it moving here. 24 seconds, 1st and 10. And no field goals are automatic. If you've watched football for long enough, even if the kicker is really good like a Noah Ruggles, this is going to be the most important kick maybe of his entire life ever, meaning NFL. Well, that lost him a yard. Yeah, they better get the time out there. There's only 17 seconds, and they need a completion. There you could just see that coming, that it just looked like a running play the entire time, and it was just holding out the ball, slow developing, and Georgia just totally just collapsed that play. This is good stuff. Man, this is phenomenal because this is not a gimme. And, you know, they still need to hit a pass. They need to hit a pass. This is a 49-yard field goal. Got to hit a play. Got to hit a play here. As Jessica's saying there, please miss the field goal. Jessica's either a Georgia fan or a Michigan fan. I can just about guarantee one or the other. And we will do a post-game call-in show. We'll shut down this feed and open up another feed for the post-game call-in show, folks. Stroud. Whoa, that ball was up in the air for a little while. 3rd and 11. 15 seconds. So the time's not a factor necessarily because they've got the timeout, but they need a completion here. Otherwise, 49 is a lot of pressure. When that ball went up in the air off the tip, I thought, my goodness. Oh, here we go. Oh. Well, Georgia pressure on that one. Well, long field goal. Whoo! I don't know about this one. This is a long one. I don't know Ruggles' numbers from this distance. Here we go. Here we go. He's made 25 and 48, and this is a 49. The 48 was... Here we go. And they're going to ice him. Here we go. 50. It's 50. They really needed one more shot to they needed to run a quick out. One of those, one of those 6-yarders to the sideline. Oh, he had, if he would have seen him, he had a receiver to the left on the sideline for about 7 or 8 yards. This is a long field goal, 50. Here we go. This is phenomenal, isn't it? This is phenomenal. Wow. There it is. He missed it. Not even close. Georgia, back to the national championship game. What a game. What a game, huh? What a game. Boy, did he miss that badly. Yeah, they needed to get another pass completion in there. I think we saw the best 2 teams in America playing tonight. Stetson's bawling his eyes out on this one. That was a heck of a game. That was a heck of a game. Well, until I watch Georgia and TCU play, I don't know who the best team in the country is. Of course, Georgia's in the championship game, but I think we saw the two best tonight. That Brock Bowers play, that was huge. Ohio State was missing a lot of players in this game, boy. Georgia got it done. Got it done. That was a phenomenal game. I couldn't ask for more. That was phenomenal, man. That was a great game. We all witnessed it together, man. That was phenomenal. Yes, that was a great game. That was a phenomenal game. All right, we are going to shut down the stream. We are going to fire up our post game right here at the Voice of College Football and talk about it. So keep it right here. We're shutting down the stream. Buckeye Bob's going to have his post game on the Ohio State channel. Got our post game at the Georgia and SEC channels. But if you just want to talk to me and we'll take our calls and comments and questions, then we'll be live right here on the main channel. So join us here in about 5 minutes. Okay, right here at the Voice of College Football. Yes, he did not hit that ball well. Oh, boy. Yeah, he just mishit that thing, boy. He pulled it. Yeah. Much like 2014, this felt like the national championship game. This felt like the two best. Like when it was Bama, Ohio State in 14, I was like watching that thinking, these are the two best teams. This is the national championship game. But we'll see what TCU's got coming up next week. All right, everyone, we'll see you in 5 minutes on the postgame show right here at the Voice of College Football. Appreciate you being here.